Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to International Islamic University, Islamabad School's Sahiwal campus online lectures. This is the second lecture of English Grade 5, Unit Number 1, Biography, A Female Legend. Dear students, we already have done reading and understanding of meanings of difficult words from the lesson Biography, A Female Legend in the previous lesson. We have learned that how Madre Millat Fatima Jinnah is considered as a national hero and how is she a legend. Secondly, on the page number 7 of your student's book, here timeline of Fatima Jinnah is given. We already have gone through the timeline. Now in today's lesson, we will cover the question answers exercise on your page number 7 from student's book. These questions are extracted from the lesson A Female Legend. We are required to read the questions and understand that what is asked. Then we are required to find out the answers of these questions from the lesson. Before we begin, make sure you have English student's book, classwork notebook, and your complete stationery with you. Listen to the teacher attentively and write down the stuff asked by teacher in your notebook. Note down the points you don't understand and wait for the discussion session. Let's begin with the question answers. Open your students' books, page number 7. Mark date and day on the top of the page number 7. Open your classwork notebook and prepare classwork page by writing date and day on the top of your notebook. Classwork page. Topic is biography. Subtopic is a female legend. Prepare the index properly. Now come to the student's book, page number 7. Questions. Dear students, in questions, here two sections are given. In the first section, 4 questions are given. We are required to complete the first section first. The first section asked to use the timeline to answer the questions. Dear students, read out the question and understand that what is asked. The question is, what title was given to Fatima Jinnah? Dear students, write down each question and its answer in your notebook. You have to write the question statement with blue marker and the answer with your blue ink pen. First of all, write down the question in your notebook. What title was given to Fatima Jinnah? When you have written the question, now think for the answer. Here in lesson, in the first paragraph, in first line, it is given that she is known as Madre Millat. So, yes, we found the answer. She was given the title of Madre Millat. Write down the answer with your blue ink pen. Now come to the question number 2. Write down the question in your notebook with marker. And the question is, what profession was Fatima Jinnah associated with? Dear students, in the previous lesson when we were reading and understanding the content of the lesson, we discussed and came to know that she was by profession actually a dentist. And the profession was given up by her because she had to contribute in Pakistan movement and had to assist her brother and look after her niece. So, yes, we found the answer in paragraph 1 that she was a dentist by profession. Write down the answer in your notebook. Now come to the question number 3. Write down the question in your notebook with blue marker. And the question is, Why did she quit her profession? Yes, we just recalled that she quit her profession to look after her brother and to take part in Pakistan movement. So write down the answer. To look after her brother and niece, besides to contribute effectively in Pakistan movement. Of course, dear students, it was very difficult for her to continue her profession along with looking after her brother and niece and contributing in Pakistan movement. So she had to quit her profession. She did. Question number 4. Write down the question in your notebook. Why did she join Muslim League? Yes, we have learnt that Muslim League, All India Muslim League, was an Indian Muslims political party who worked for Pakistan movement. So, of course, she joined to take part in Pakistan movement and to assist her brother. So, write down the answer: to take part in Pakistan movement and assist her brother. This was the end of first section of question answers. Now, the second section asks us to look at the report on page number 6 to answer these questions. Question number 5. Write down the question in your notebook. The question is, how long had Fatima Jinnah supported her brother in the freedom struggle? Yes, the answer can be found in the lesson in paragraph 2, the last line. The last line says that this long life companionship lasted until her brother's death on 11th September 1948. So it shows that she assisted her brother until her brother's death. Now come to the question number 6. Dear students, you don't have to write this question in your notebook because it is not an actual question. It is a statement, and for which 3 optional statements are given. We are required to mark the correct one from these 3 optional statements. And the given statement is, she contested the presidential elections. Option A is to become the first president of Pakistan. Option B is to continue serving the state selflessly. Option C is to empower the women and fight for their rights. Think about the option A, to become the first female president of Pakistan. Dear students, of course, if she would win the election and would become the president of Pakistan, of course, definitely she would be the very first president of Pakistan. But it was not her interest. It was not her aim. So come to the option B, to continue serving the state selflessly. Suppose if she would win the election and become the president, of course she continued the serving the state selflessly, but it was also not the aim of contributing in this election. The actual aim was to empower the women. So encircle the option C, which says that to empower the women and fight for their rights. Yes, the correct answer is to empower the women and fight for their rights. Option C. Question number 7. Write down the question in your notebook. The question says, what do you think was the greatest achievement and why? First part of the question asks us to think about her achievements and decide that what was the greatest one. And the second part asks us to give the reason why are we considering that achievement the greatest one. So, dear students, we have done the reading, we have understood, we have learned that what she did in what time of her life. We learned that she became a dentist. It was also an achievement. But then she quit. She contributed in Pakistan movement. She assisted her brother and won Pakistan, being the active member of Pakistan movement. It was also an achievement. She contested the presidential election just to empower women. She tried to empower women and encouraged them to stand shoulder by shoulder to shoulder with men in Pakistan movement. And to some extent, she succeeded in her aim. This was also an achievement. In the end, we learned that she was given the title of Madre Millat, the mother of nation. It was a big title. Of course, it was also an achievement. But now we have to decide the greatest one. I think the greatest achievement of Fatima Jinnah was to inspire women for standing shoulder to shoulder with men for independence movement and stand a female legend. Actually, this was her work that proved herself a female legend, a legend in female of Pakistan history. So this was the greatest achievement. Write down the answer in your notebook with your ink pen. Dear students, this was the end of your today's classwork. Now come to the homework. Dear students, here we have done question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 from both of the sections of questions. Question number 8 and 9 are left. You people are required to think of the answers and write down those answers in your English homework notebook. Dear students, you will write down the date and day on the top of the page of that homework page and prepare your index properly. Writing homework is of question number 8 and 9 from the second section of questions on page number 7 of your student's book. Question number 8 asks, name another female who had played an important role in Pakistan movement. What did she do in the independence fight? Dear students, you have learnt too many names in your history book and in your Urdu and English and all other subjects. Too many names are written in Pakistan's history who contributed in Pakistan movement. You just are required to think of a female name who contributed effectively and what did she do in the independence fight. Question number 9 asks, name a female who is serving Pakistan selflessly at present. How is her services beneficial for nation? Dear students, hopefully you all listen to the news at least once a day, and you all hear too many names of females who are working for Pakistani nation selflessly. You just required to think of some names and write down the best one you think. The second part of the question asks to describe that how her services are beneficial for the nation. So this is the actual writing homework for you, which you are required to write the answers in your homework notebook. Secondly, another homework is here for you. Dear students, please open your English workbook, page number 2. Here also a short biography of Professor Ahmad Hassan Dani is given. It is a short content of his biography. Professor Ahmad Hassan Dani was an archaeologist. Dear students, archaeologist is a person who studies human history and prehistory. Here a short biography is given, and below this content 5 questions are also given, which you are required to answer these questions. You will read the content, then understand the question that what is asked, and then find the answer from that given content and write the answer on the line given below the question. This was your second homework. English workbook, page number 2, biography, Professor Ahmed Hassan Dani. Question answers. Dear students, you are required to get your homework done by the next lesson and follow the given instructions properly. Whenever you find anything ambiguous when you will be doing your homework, and you find anything that is difficult for you or ambiguous, you just note down the point and wait for the discussion session. A proper assistance will be given, inshallah. Good luck, students. This is the end of today's lesson. Allah Hafiz.